Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Kyle Henderson, BamaInsider.com. Today, I'm ranking all 27 true freshmen right here on our YouTube channel. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Remember to like and subscribe. We start out with number 1, DJ Dell, already getting reps with the first team during the springtime. Remember, he came in December of 2018, so think about how far along he is in terms of knowing the terminology of the defense, and he's very athletic. He was only a 3-star, if you can believe that, already getting reps. Should be back with the team after a sprained knee on August 16th, so he's back in action. Number 2, that's Evan Neal, 6'7", 360 pounds. And when I write about him, people of opposing teams, they're like, no, there's no way he's going to play. He's too big, he's too large. Well, he came in absolutely ready to go, and he has really impressed me from a physical, not only a physical standpoint, but the way he fires off the football, right? He comes off, rolls his hips. He's a really good drive blocker. In fact, he's going to be a guard. At least this year. There's John Mechie ranking number 3. How can you not like John Mechie? I mean, the last A-Day MVP as a freshman was Jerry Jeudy. He did work in the springtime, and I think any other place in college football, John Mechie is a starter, runs crisp routes in and out of cuts, catches the ball, turns it outfield. Big fan of John Mechie's game. Shane Lee, number 4. I mean, look at this kid. We talked about it again and again. 6 foot, 246 pounds, absolutely jacked. He's going to get on the field this year, absolutely, especially with the loss of Josh McMillan for the Crimson Tide. I think you look at him from a physical standpoint as well, and you might question his athleticism, but we all remember what happened when he got that pick during A-Day. At number 5, you got Trey Sanders, 6 foot, 216 pounds. He really displayed a lot of athleticism and I think a great ability to catch the football out of the backfield. And he was really going to add another dimension to this Crimson Tide offense. However, he goes down with a foot injury. It's a big loss for Alabama. He's out indefinitely. Does that mean for the season? I guess that's to be determined, but either way, it's a big loss for the Crimson Tide. At number 6, you got Taulia Tagovailoa. And what we've seen from him since his arrival in the springtime is he's just came into work. He's been a competitor. He's had really good accuracy. He's had his great touch on the football, really good in long balls. But I think what sets him apart from the other quarterbacks on the roster is the fact that he has such a quick release. You'll see that again and again from him. And the fact that he just throws an overall great ball. I mean, look at this dime right here, just right on the money. So Taulia really progressing well during his freshman season. At number 7, you got Will Reichard. Will the kicking woes finally be solved? Well, potentially. From what we heard, and it reportedly, he was 4 for 4 during Alabama's first scrimmage, and the good news is he also punts. At number 8, you got Kevin Harris at the outside linebacker position. I've really liked him. I think didn't know how good he was going to be. And when he first came in, 6'4", 222 pounds. And I think, I've seen Sal Sincere give him a lot of positive praise at each practice. He goes 100%, as you can see. Big kid with a lot of athleticism. I think Alabama has a future star in the making. At number 9, Justin Ebogbe. He's really impressed me. He's actually repping with the ones in mid-August alongside Phidarian Mathis and Raekwon Davis, and that just shows you where he's at from a talent standpoint. 6'5", 294 pounds, and just a really good ball control. Gets off the football well, very competitive, and I think that, right behind DJ Dell, it's Justin Ebogbe. So I think Ebogbe probably get his number called, especially with Stephon Wynn being out in this early fall camp. At number 10, you got Antonio Alfano right there, number 56. He's a guy who came in as a 5-star. And as I've said many times, he didn't come in and have that 5-star prima donna attitude. I mean, he's been a hard worker. He's been working with Brian Baker every single day, especially in this grind, just like all of these guys. And I think he's someone who's also gonna get on the field this coming season. Has a lot of athleticism, and he did a great job in the springtime and showed a good ability to get after the quarterback. So like what I've seen from him. At number 11, you got Paul Tyson, and I like Paul Tyson. I mean, look at that arm. He's got a big arm. That's probably the biggest positive for him. And I think another big takeaway is the fact that he's the biggest quarterback in the room, 6'5", 220 pounds. And I would like to see him have a quicker release, but in terms of a overall power standpoint, I mean, he can really get the football out and distribute it well. So he's coming along very nicely. This guy has been fantastic all fall camp. That's Jahleel Billingsley, 6'4", 228 pounds. He's like a tight end type receiver, and he really has been just incredible. I haven't seen him drop any passes, runs crisp routes, and Alabama doesn't have a tight end right now that can be a playmaker like Irv Smith was. So are we going to see this freshman get on the field? I think the simple answer is absolutely. At number 13, you got DeMarco Hellams. I really like this kid from a size standpoint. 6'1", 213 pounds. And besides the athleticism, I think he's going to be a thumper. I think he's going to be someone who really comes up and can lay the wood, and that's very important when you're in that safety position. Number 14, Scooby Carter, and 6'1", 186 pounds. He's had that hamstring apparatus, but that hasn't slowed him down one bit. He's been doing great, even played well in the springtime. Pierce Quick at number 72. He was actually Alabama's first commitment from the class of 2019, and he's really spearheaded this whole entire recruiting class. So you got to give him thanks because he put together quite the recruiting class. He's got a long way from getting onto the football field, but he's doing a good job with Kyle Flood. Number 16, this is King Makuta, another guy working with the outside linebackers. Hard to believe that he's 243 pounds. I mean, some of these guys wear that weight extremely well. He's been repping along with Kevin Harris, and those are two of those freshman outside linebackers that have really caught my eye and continue to get positive praise and positive reinforcements from Sal Sunseri. And I think those guys are going to just only benefit from having that wealth of knowledge around them, especially from the upperclassmen. Number 17, Amari Kite, 6'7", 302 pounds. He's a big guy. I'd like to see him fire off the football a little bit more, but he's coming around, and he's a big kid. And you look at future tackles for Alabama, he's certainly going to be the guy. Him and Tommy Brown, Pierce Quick, Darian Dalcourt, some of these younger guys have looked good. Still away from getting onto the football field because of the depth, but I like what I've seen from Amari Kite. First thing you notice about Brandon Turnage, who checks in at number 18, is he's absolutely shredded. Here's a good image of him going against Jerry Jeudy. 6'1", 185 pounds. Very fluid player, and I'm curious to see if he's going to play corner or safety, because I think he has a body type to where he could be a versatile defensive back for Alabama. I do like Brandon Turnage. He's really impressed me in the couple times that I've seen him this season. Next up, checking in at number 19, you got Byron Young, 6'3", 295 pounds. I think with him and Ismail Sapshire, I mean, these were two guys that came into fall camp and they were just out of shape. I think that's the simple fact. From a talent standpoint, there's probably nothing wrong with either of these guys, and I think they're going to get playing time, not this year, but in the future. I don't think that has anything to do with their talent. I think they're just out of shape. At number 20, Keelan Robinson, 5'9", 184 pounds. So he's very small compared to the rest of the backs. You got Najee Harris and Brian Robinson at 230 pounds. So he's a small, shifty back, but he's caught the ball very well out of the backfield, and Saban said he's coming around. Number 21, I really like what I've seen from Christian Harris. Now, in terms of terminology and just kind of understanding the position, I think it's going to take him a while to get a grasp of things. Remember, he played receiver and corner at the high school level, so imagine jumping to the inside linebacker position. But as you can see from a physicality standpoint, he certainly doesn't lack. I mean, he's absolutely shredded and very strong dude. 71, Darian Dalcourt, probably one of the more underrated offensive linemen from that freshman class. 6'3", 292 pounds. As you can see, he keeps his pad level very low. Good drop blocker. I think Darian Dalcourt is going to be someone special for the Crimson Tide. I would like to see him at that guard position. I really like the way he gets off the football. Number 23, that's going to be Jordan Battle. He's number 6 right here on your screen. Good sized kid, 6'1", 201 pounds, working with the safeties and Charles Kelly. I think that Jordan Battle could really rise up. I don't know if he'll get playing time this year just because there's a lot of upperclassmen talent at the position. But I think when you look long term, he's a guy like DeMarco Hellams that you got to be excited about. Number 24, you got Braylon Ingram, and he kind of falls into that category of guys that being a little bit out of shape coming into fall camp, but I think that he could do something. Maybe not this year, but I think he's going to get on the field eventually. And I think the key component are these younger guys working with Brian Baker, right? I mean, we've talked about it before. Number 25, Ismail Sapshire. Number 95, big dude, 6'4", 334 pounds. And I talked about it before. Him, Braylon, and Brian Young. I mean, guys that were just out of shape coming into fall camp. But I think what I've seen from these guys in week 2 has been a lot of progression. I think Ismail Sapshire is going to be a dude here. I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play a lot. His talent is going to showcase as we move through the season. No reason to doubt Ismail Sapshire. I think he's a guy that you should be really excited about, and I think he's going to get on the field sooner than later. And once he, gets accustomed to college football and the grind that it is in the summertime, and he starts to work with Scott Cochran, I think you're going to have someone very special. The defensive tackle position at Alabama is crucial, and having these big bodies ready to go is instrumental when you look at the success of the defense. At number 26, Tanner Bowles. Number 51, he's sometimes he's hard to see almost because there's so much talent within this group, and some of these guys are just much larger than him. I mean, he's 280 pounds, yeah, but when you're getting lost behind a Deontay Brown who's 350 pounds or whatever, and then there's Pierce Quick. I mean, those are some monster dudes. And then rounding out the list is Marcus Banks. Number 27 ranked player, 6 foot, 170 pounds. He's actually, been seen with the twos. He's a quick cat. Just think he's a little bit undersized. Like to see him put a little bit more meat on the bone. Hey, if you like what you see, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, but also subscribe to BamaInsider.com. We've got a great staff. Andrew Bone kills it with recruiting. Tony Sukalis, a very good team writer. I wear multiple hats, including running the YouTube channel. So give us an opportunity to earn your business at BamaInsider.com. Hey, college students, hit me up. Kyle at BamaInsider.com. I got a special college promo for you. We're always running promos. Come check us out at BamaInsider.com. Reporting from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Kyle Henderson, BamaInsider.com.